What would happen if every country on Earth launched a nuclear bomb at the exact same moment? Would the planet explode? Would humanity disappear in seconds? Or would it be less dramatic than Hollywood makes it look? Well, today we're diving deep into the terrifying but fascinating science behind this doomsday scenario. Right now, there are about 12,000 nuclear weapons in existence. The United States and Russia hold almost 90% of them. Each of these bombs can release energy equal to tens of thousands of tons of TNT. Some are hundreds of times more powerful than the ones dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So if all of them were launched, that means over 12,000 massive nuclear explosions happening across the planet. But what would that actually do to Earth? Within the first few minutes, major cities around the world would be vaporized. New York, Moscow, Beijing, London. Gone. Each detonation would create a fireball hotter than the surface of the sun, instantly killing millions of people. Shockwaves would flatten everything within a radius of several miles. Skyscrapers, forests, vehicles, everything would turn into dust or burning debris. The combined explosions would inject billions of tons of soot and ash into the atmosphere. And that's when things get even worse. When that much soot reaches the upper atmosphere, it blocks sunlight from reaching the surface. Temperatures could drop by up to 20 degrees Celsius, that's over 30 degrees Fahrenheit, worldwide. Crops would fail, oceans would cool. And the world would enter a long, dark nuclear winter, a period where sunlight barely reaches the ground for months or even years. Even if some people survived the initial blasts, most would die from starvation, radiation sickness, or extreme cold. Radioactive particles would circle the Earth, contaminating water and soil. Even distant countries that weren't directly hit would experience deadly radiation levels. Satellites, communication systems, and power grids would collapse. Essentially, modern civilization would be wiped out, not instantly, but over the next few months. Here's the interesting part. Earth itself would not explode. Even if all nuclear weapons detonated, the planet is simply too massive to be destroyed by human-made bombs. But life on the surface would be devastated. It would take decades for radiation to decay and centuries for the climate to recover. Humans might survive underground or in remote regions, but civilization as we know it would vanish. So if every country launched its nukes at once, Earth would survive, but humanity probably wouldn't. It's a chilling reminder that our greatest power also holds our greatest risk. Maybe, just maybe, the real strength of humanity isn't in how much destruction we can cause, but in how much we can avoid it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the what if of nuclear science, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, what should we explore next?